hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set. Check. 19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
That's good.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The 49-yard line.
Let's go.
A give running right, ETN. They showed off the athletic Jude. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Henry. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third and 3. Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Douglas, the man in motion. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
At the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Now it's Fields. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's a 2nd and 7. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18.
He'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ridiculous, take him out. Seriously? Not even a play? That. Nowhere. On the ready.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pat the 60s. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never like to stop so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go.
Now Fields.
They set up the screen for Henry. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Henry up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Right.
They'll run it again with Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right.
22. Right.
To throw is Fields. He'll try and do this himself.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
It is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Here's Fields.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Fields.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I still think it's the right time to make that call.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
They'll get this off DTN.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Come on.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Texans take on 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is caught at the 20. Now the Texans will go to the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
The Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 63 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Fields now to throw. A check down here for Henry. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they send a man in motion right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Street. Panther 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, break. Get it.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
2nd down and a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, 319, get that. Go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Fields.
That'll be caught by Rice.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Taken in at the 11.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
19 tight.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This is caught by McMillan. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And
running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. Touchdown. Travis Etienne from 8 yards out. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 28. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10.
A 6-yard pickup.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a gain of a yard there now, will be 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
At the 29-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They didn't want to crash in the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
ETN up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play
2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Yeah, he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. ETN once more.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.